starting from what I see as the from what I see as the list of names. Raph, who are you playing today?
Hello! I am Leviticos Monogath Quaternary, the business-like underworld Elver Bravo. Yep, minor crime boss. And I'm sure we can come to an arrangement, is my motto. I have yet to finish my business of Hixton, is one of my goals. I had my other goal, solve the Morpheer situation. Did we actually get a gift for that? Or have we solved it yet?
We did get a gift for it, though I guess it's debatable if it's resolved.
Oh, okay, I forgot
to rescue people.
Yeah, I forgot to write down what gift I got. I'm a bad player.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were to resolve it. You didn't care about rescuing people, so the people who rescued people got gifts.
No, I have solved the Morpheer situation as well as finished my business on Hixton. I haven't finished my business, but what we get for dealing with the Morpheers?
Shit, my foot.
I don't believe you resolved it yet.
Okay, no,
you just left them. You left them at the base.
Right. We haven't quite finished that yet. So I haven't finished my goals yet. So that's what's on my list.
Okay. Quote.
What?
Who are you playing today?
I'm playing Quentin, the old mercenary man. He's got a gun and a suit. Sorry, I left my folder on my old computer because we haven't played Myriad Song in a fuck ton age.
Better go get it.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it right now.
Alright, we'll move on for the moment while you're doing that. Griffin, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Mithralin, the, what was it? The Brax ex-noble anarchist. Motto is down with our oppressors.
Any outstanding goals?
I think she's still trying to resolve this Morpheer situation as well, but she also wants to convince Epicene Mizuki to ally with her.
Okay. So, personal goal on top of actual goals?
Yup.
Alright.
I like personal goals.
Miss Turtle, who are you playing today?
I am playing M1B0NE Series 5, or Mr. Bones. I am a synth battle droid, and my motto is I perform violence, Roger Roger. And my goal at the time is I need to find the missing people and resolve the Morpheer situation.
Remind me, Griff, what did I give you guys for finding the people?
You gave me the gift of Watchful Leader.
Right. Because that was your personal goal.
Right.
Okay.
I had it too.
So that was your guys' personal goals. I apparently did not have that.
I don't know if I had that goal or not.
I don't think we do. I don't think it was our personal goal.
Yeah. But
since it's resolved, do I just mark it off then?
If it was a goal he gave us as a party, then when we resolve it, we get a gift. So don't.
I only see on your sheet, mind you, mine's not. My list of your sheets aren't updated for a while now. Is perform violence, which I think you got already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That was the first thing I did.
Yeah. So it would help us out if I know you guys might have personal goals, but you're not supposed to write a goal on the sheet until the GM gives it as a quest.
So I think all you would have had. I think all you would have had was resolve the Morpheer situation because.
Right.
No, because I got told by the I found the creator of bodies. Remember? And then once I found the creator of bodies, they were like, I requested permission from the guys who hired me to go figure out what happened, and then I met everyone at the Morpheer place.
Right, but I don't specifically remember giving you the goal to find the people, because that was Myth's goal.
Mm-hmm.
No, his goal was to find the one princess. Mine was to find all the civilian.
Yeah, he found a different person.
Well, no, because that was also Quentin's goal. We'll table that one for right now. We'll come back to that session's end when I can review everything.
I don't think that was a personal goal.
Let's get our story straight eventually.
Yeah, I mean, that might have come up if you were around for the end, and I understand that you couldn't have been around for the end, so we'll just have to go back over that at another point.
Yeah.
And, quote, did you find your folder yet?
I haven't. I have to transfer it over, otherwise I can't do anything. But I do know that Quentin's goal was to make a competent mercenary corps. On top of that, he had to resolve the whatever the Morpheus situation.
And your motto was?
Fortune favors the bold.
And are you with us, Digi?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you want to introduce your character now, or when we actually encounter him in the course of play?
Best to just wait.
Okay.
Alright.
Does anybody want to recap the events of the last session and where we're at now?
Oh boy. Well, let's give a quick recap then. Last time, our heroes entered the terrifying gangster dungeon in order to discover if the hostages we were interested in recovering were still alive among hundreds of Morpheus, or maybe just tens. We entered in, we infiltrated in, blew our cover pretty quickly thanks to me, and then fought our way through the base until we found our hostages and negotiated our way out. And here we find ourselves running away from the base and going, wait a second. That's the story so far.
Now, not so much running. I believe you commandeered 2 vehicles, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And was currently driving your way back to Hickston?
I believe so.
Or rather, Hickston Port Authority. Yeah, alright. And as y'all are driving, you'll notice that one of those overhead flying drones passes you by, heading in the opposite direction. It's not heading exactly towards the location of the Morpheus base, sort of like off-kilter, just like it's surveying the mountain range. But otherwise, that's the only notable event to occur on your drive back.
Ah, crap. What kind of drone is that? Quick, someone who is like half robot and has lots of academics. Yeah, Mr. Bones, you're an intelligent, highly educated, sophisticated military robot.
Can I move?
Oh, is he still in pieces?
He was never in pieces. He's just very damaged.
Oh, that's right. His brain is. He had his radio got broken.
His brain, his body,
Ziggy
his weapon.
We'll go ahead and do the academic check at the very least.
Yeah,
Everything important about me is broken right now. Don't expect me to do it.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, he's barely mobile.
I'm walking and rogering and nothing else.
Really competent. Yeah, I have solved the Morpheus situation and built a competent mercenary corps. That's it.
It's also important to remember that both Quentin and Levi are injured.
Where's my god now? Where are my healers?
With one success, Ziggsy will inform you that appears to be some sort of observation drone. He's not quite sure the make or the model, but you can recognize sensory and camera emplacements upon it.
Makes sense, but we don't know who it's reporting to or anything like that. So, oh well.
Undoubtedly, the owning company, Hickston.
Well, it might. Remember, I sent that guy into town to tell him to call this in. So that might be from the city.
Well, that's true. He could have just walked up to one of the authorities and told him what was going on.
That's what I told him to do.
I need to hold him to wait a few hours, so let's find out if that's true.
Let's open that up and kill everybody.
Alright. You guys continue driving, and Myth and the Levi, can I get a roll of mind questioning and a bonus D8 from both of you?
Alright. It's gonna be... Hey, look at that.
One for me.
You didn't roll your bonus D8.
Oh, sorry. 2 for me.
Okay. Slowly, your vehicles pull up to the outskirts of the Hickston port, the ground level. You know, the disarray of trash and everything that seems to make up the ground sector. Because as you can see from the image, the main Hickston port area is actually well above the ground. You actually had to get transport down here. And the ground level is patrolled and defended, but otherwise not kept up. And as you approach one of the gated entrances, you can see that there is actually a line of vehicles waiting to enter, but they're all stopped, like there's some sort of jam up ahead.
Ah, no, traffic.
Well, I don't think we can go. Do we have anything? We have military grade weapons, so we couldn't take anything with military in it. We can't take into the city.
Well, they let us get in the first place on the ship.
Yeah, that's because we're on a crappy ship. And I'd like to point out that on a crappy ship, a bunch of guys tried to murder us.
That's a good point.
Right. In other words, like this city will anything labeled military, since it clear out like a whole school. Will so, but that's not a big deal. We just have to stow that or hide that somewhere.
Is my semi-auto a military grade weapon?
If it says military in the description, so no. And they might other weapons might be illegal in the city. It's just they definitely wouldn't let us bring military hardware up topside. And anyway, these vehicles are stolen anyway, so we need to stow these somewhere. We can't take these topside either.
Well, to be fair, mine was junk to begin with, so it's not like anyone owns it.
I forgot, in this game, we're not pirates, we're space pirates.
We're space pirates. Well, they could ask us, do we have the receipt? We'd have to say no, so...
Who keeps the receipt of a car? Oh, is that like the registration?
Yeah, the pink slip. We don't have the pinks.
You think
but
in space it'd be a little bit harder to deal with registrations and whatnot?
no, it's really easy. You show up with your police force and say, do you have pinks? And when they say no, you commandeer the vehicle, kill everybody inside. It's all illegal.
Learn to use the gun to destroy them all.
More seriously, we might want to find a garage if we're now. Why would we go topside though? I mean, I can't think of any reason we go up to the city.
No, I'm saying that you're at the gated entrance to the ground level.
Right, and there's a wait. So they're probably doing a checkpoint. They might be testing people for warfareness. Or drunken driving. Now, I was briefed on the city. This checkpoint, are they going to commandeer our prescribed gear?
Well, I mean, you would have passed through it on your way out as well, so you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to, focus on your briefings and everything like that. You press knowledge. You don't recall there being any checkpoints on the outskirts of the town.
All right. I'm going to turn and suggest to my friends, we should probably just be safe and not drive up to the checkpoint with all the military grade hardware. Does anybody, besides the military shotgun, does anybody have any gear that, is proscribed or dangerous?
Well, you've seen my warp pistol already, so...
That's legal, actually, so you're fine.
Oh, cool. So it's my sword then, I guess.
Yep. They're not sweep. Anything with sweep that can murder a whole crowd, that's usually against the law.
Yeah.
I wonder if my grenade counts as a sweep weapon.
Yeah, sorry. Grenades, yes. Let's just put that in storage.
I don't have
Okay.
any grenades, I'm just implying.
Okay. Yes. All explosives. So nobody. Sorry. So
We'll just have to like pack Mr. Bones into a box here or something.
well, no. Actually, Mr. Bones is broken. I mean, Mr. Bones is a broken military.
I know
robot.
he's already compact.
Yeah. So we're fine. That's actually the thing I'd be most worried about. Okay.
Actually, don't you work for these people?
I'm a professional. Yes, I'm a. No, I don't work for the
No,
checkpoint.
Mr. Bones.
Oh, Mr. Bones? I don't think he works for anybody.
No, I was very certain he was talking about security when we met him out in the woods. You work for the Hickstons, don't you?
Are you gonna ask Mr. Bones? Or are you just gonna...
Yeah, I'm
Wake
asking.
the
I'm
fuck
pointing
up.
at you.
What are you asking?
And we need money.
You work for the Hickson company, don't you?
Roger, Roger.
You can just flash us in then. If there's any checkpoint, that is.
Well, let's see what's up. Could just be an accident.
I mean, this entire conversation that you've had, none of the vehicles have moved.
Well,
Well, to be fair, I don't feel any connection to this car. We could just hop out.
do we have any mechanical spares or electrical spares?
As inventoriable items, no, I don't think so.
Okay. And this vehicle doesn't have any?
Actually,
Nope, it is a piece of junk.
Hold on.
you ask if anybody has any mechanical spares. I believe... Oh, sorry, never mind. I thought your engineer might have some. They do not.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so well, I was thinking like things we could do while killing time. We could actually fix Mr. Bones. One of the best parts of being a robot is, unlike injury, which takes time, you could just throw more people at the robot and fix it.
Well, we could just drive this ATV to the side of the road, take it apart, and repair Mr. Bones with it.
I don't know. I kind of like the car.
Well, I mean, yours is in a good bit better condition than mine.
All right,
Chick's
I'm gonna
big
go.
car.
What do you like more, the car or the battle droid?
The battle droid.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Which
please,
I will.
Do you have a coin on you?
please don't ask me that.
Let me flip on that real quick.
We choose.
Let's fuse the battle droid and the car into one being.
All right, I'm going to go to phase 2, which is, since I'm a fish person, I'm going to lower my metabolic rate to near traceable amounts and take a nap. Wake me up when we move.
D4. I need more evasion.
Since we do have two cars, he can stay in his and take his nap. Mithril will take hers off to the side, and we'll have her engineer and scavenger work on Mr. Bones.
I need twin turret.
Can I get scrap out of that data and then repair Mr. Bones with it?
Your engineer and your scavenger. Your ally was a scavenger, yeah?
My ally was the engineer, the regular was the scavenger.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sverlana is Levi's irregular. Okay.
Right.
I get them mixed up. I gotta get these names
Well, Doc's driving my car because robots get driving.
right.
Mhm.
Clank is
Scavenger.
Yeah, you're
But
irregular.
Irregular.
I'm more than happy to let Lana here help out with fixing Mr. Bones. He did help us in our adventure.
Well, who would
And
lead?
yet-
Who would lead that endeavor?
Oh, well, the engineer sounds right.
Yeah, the engineer, I think, is probably the most skilled. The engineer actually has, like, mechanics, right?
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Electronics and mechanics, and
Yeah.
a handy outfit.
Yeah, scavengers, I think. Scavengers get sabotage or get searching. I forget.
Well, I mean, Sverlana is wearing a handy outfit.
Right, which gives
That's-
her a D8 bonus. But
Yeah,
the engineer
Danger
probably-
sense and team player, actually.
And
Oh,
she also has
right.
craft.
Right, scavengers have danger sense. Is that a mine? Is that an unexploded mine? And then team player. Let's go over there. Right, so definitely Sri would definitely assist because she's a team player.
I also have danger sense by default.
All right, so you
Cool.
guys spend an hour disassembling the vehicle and trying to use the
Yeah, we have
parts.
We have two cars, so they can scavenge one car.
Right. Disassembling one of the vehicles, using the parts to try and fix Mr. Bones.
Correct.
So if both parties, well, first the assisting parties, because you roll a mind and craft, and I guess if you have repair, that as well.
Do I
Versus
have a
3.
gift there? I don't. I can help you, right?
Yeah, I mean you're active enough. You can help repair yourself.
Yes, 3 is a team player, and she scores 1 success, so she gives a D12 bonus.
Clank also gets a success.
I did get a success.
Mr. Bones
I'm
has
not
no idea how to fix himself. He's not Johnny 5 at the end of movie 2.
Shh, it's okay, Mr. Bell. Just sit down and, just shut off for a little bit. Alright, so that's going to be an additional 2d12 to Zigzy. And
Okay.
he has 2d6, 2d12, and mechanics gives a d12 bonus.
Zigzy, where are you? Oh, that's on your sheet. Yeah. Yes, it does.
Alright, so that is 3d12 added to this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright. So 4 successes. Alright. Let's see. You had 4 broken parts, right? Unfortunately, you only have enough materials to fix one thing.
Fix my body.
Yeah. So go ahead and mark down that your body is repaired. So you take the electrical spare and the mechanical spare that you used to fix this car, and you implant them back into Mr. Bones, repairing his framework and everything.
Okay, so mind. What else broken?
Your body, your weapon, and
Is my armor broken?
let me bring up your sheet again. I wrote it all down. Your cybernetic weapon, your cybernetic durability, your brain are the only things left broken. Your body has now just been fixed.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, you wrecked stuff up, but it was, at a price.
That's why having more. That's why having more of those just troglodyte are just basic drones would have been useful because they could just be shields and shit. Especially if they all looked exactly like him, it'd be very hard to tell.
Worthy of note is that after this hour has been spent, the line of cars ahead of you still hasn't moved. A bunch of people have gotten out of the vehicles and started marching forwards to see what the hell's going on. Some people you can see roll down their windows a bit. You can see feet propped out of windows, that sort of thing.
Now might be the time to wake Levi from his nap, or we could just go find out ourselves.
Well, you could wake them and tell them that we're moving.
We're not moving. That's the
that
point.
We're moving ahead. We're leaving the cars and walking.
Well, does anybody want to wake me up?
I definitely will. With a
Ah!
shake you awake.
Is it summer already?
Nope. Still spring. But if you take a look, you definitely haven't moved.
It's only been 4 hours.
Well, that's a bit 4 hours too long, and I'm getting bored.
All right, let's go. We haven't moved an inch. Must be something going on. Does anybody? I guess we should slither out and ask if anyone knows anything.
Haha, slither out.
That's my plan. Let's go ahead and get handling on this, Levi.
I'll go meet our neighbors. Hello.
Are you gonna move the next car up? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'll start moving forwards.
Okay. Yeah, you see a human laid back, like he's got the front seat reclined. He's got his feet sticking out of the window. He's got a hat pulled down over his face. Doesn't seem like he's awake.
Well, I can't wake up. Everyone knows it's bad etiquette to wake someone when they're estivating. We should definitely wait for at least 6 weeks. Let's move on to the next car.
take your claw arm and just shove it straight into his chest and get his heart going. That'll wake him up.
Let's call that plan. I mean, I'll just slowly work my way up the line. Either I'll meet somebody who's awake, or I'll get to the front.
Yeah, the next car is empty. It looks like it was abandoned. You move up another car.
Wait! This car's been abandoned?
Yeah.
Guys, watch this car, because I'm guessing it's full of electrical and mechanical spares.
You could also be full of explosives.
Okay, see, I think like a criminal and steal things, and less like a murderer.
Clank walks up with the radio in his hand already.
Yeah, let's move on. So go back to the abandoned car, the sleepy guy.
Yeah, next car. Windows are up. There's like two. Well, sorry. Yeah, there's two. Come on, brain. What's the name? Myth. What's your species again? What's your legacy?
You mean the big
Racks. Racks. Sorry, because couldn't think of the name. Racks.
The spider people.
Yeah, there's two racks sitting in a seat, and they seem to be like listening to some sort of radio.
Hello, gentle peoples.
He spoke to a rolled-up window.
Oh, I would just, take my fist. It's as big as a ham and gently knock. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh yeah, they look over at you. You see one of them reach down to turn down the radio as the other one cranks down the window.
I love the idea of we're in the future. We're weird space aliens, but they have to crank down the window. That totally makes it for me.
Hey, that battery's gonna break more often than not out in space.
You got 8 arms. You might as well use it for something.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, have you heard anything? What's the holdup?
No. I saw the group behind us get out of their vehicle and head forwards. They said I asked them to tell me anything if they found out, but they haven't come back yet.
They've stayed forever. No, it just means they haven't come back yet. Is this a common thing around here? Checkpoints like this that hold people up?
I don't remember a checkpoint going through. I mean, did you go through a checkpoint?
No, but this isn't my planet.
It's not my planet. I'm here on safari.
Aren't we all?
I just love that. Hi, we're giant spider women here on safari. I'm not gonna ask. It's like I'm here on safari, and I'm just waiting for them to look me up and down. Says, "Hey, you're a 12-foot long giant lizard thing." Moving on.
And nothing I ain't seen before.
They pull out their spear and they say, "We'll give you a 4-minute head start."
We'll give you a 4-minute head start. Well, that's more than Mom gave.
And then you pull out your gun and you shoot them.
Gun? What?
You pull out your electric whip.
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep moving up the lines if we find somebody who knows something.
You know what? Mitherland's gonna kind of skip the line and just kind of keep walking until she sees someone who's actually causing trouble up at the front.
I'll go with her.
That's fine. Yeah. In the distance, you can see what looks to be a number of figures crowded around what looks to like one vehicle is parked in the front, and there's a number of figures just like grouped around it, like all their backs are to you. It's like they're staring at something, but you can't really make it out because they're all blocking your line of sight, except for, I guess, Levi. Are you going with them?
Yeah, I went with them. I tower over you puny humans.
Yeah, you can see this ragtag group of all these different people that are trying to get into the city, various different species. But in front of them is like a marching line of robed humanoid figures that seem to be like marching a circle around the front gate.
Oh,
it's
it's
a
the
protest.
eco-terrorists. They're back.
Eco-terrorists? So there's a protest going on. Oh wait, this isn't the same robed weirdos we attacked on the ship, was it?
No, those guys weren't robed.
Yeah, those are just weirdos.
Well, I mean, they were wearing robes, but I'm talking about these guys are wearing like thick hempen ropes robes with like hoods over their heads. Like imagine like Dominican monks, that sort of thing.
Yep.
What's the situation on legality in protesting?
Whatever the owner of the planet wants.
Yeah, usually it's illegal, so we'll see what's going on.
So, like, if they're causing a problem and they're doing something illegal, can we just shoot them and move on?
No, because it's kind of like saying, like, hey, this guy shoplifted from my store, so I blew his face off with a shotgun. It's kind of like, yes, shoplifting is a crime, but...
I too liked the beginning of the movie Cobra.
I mean, I was
Let's
thinking
not
more
get
along the lines
our-
of Dread.
let's not get our legal advice from Cobra.
Can we just, like, tell them to move on and intimidate them?
I want to know who these guys are. Hey, crazy, what's the big secret?
You're shouting at them?
Yeah, hey, crazy, what's the big secret?
Your voice mingles into the crowd because there's a lot of other people shouting at them to get out of the way.
Push this crowd out of my way.
You can see that between them and the gate, well, actually, they're circling around it, as I mentioned before. They're circling around a number of synths that kind of resemble Mr. Bone.
Later models, but Mark IIs.
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell what's later and what's newer, but these guys are just, like, stood frozen. Like, they don't have orders to attack or anything, and they don't know exactly how to get out because these guys are forming a tight line that's doing a complete circle around these droids.
Wait.
But it's also, like, right in the gate, so nobody can get around them either without running them over.
Okay, hold on. I do have a question for the group. How evil do we want to take this situation? Because I just thought of a really easy solution.
Not at all.
Because, well, at least let me
No.
floating around. If we have models similar to Mr. Bones, and we have a Mr. Bones who has a radio wave and understands their own model a little bit.
His brain is broken, so he doesn't have the radio at the moment.
We didn't fix your radio, so your radio's broken.
Well, if we do fix it in the next while, we could figure out the radio wave and then use Mr. Bones to give those bones orders, and they could just fire into the crowd.
If they accept Mr. Bones as their superior, I have a feeling in
override required emergency repairs.
Yeah, what's your passcode? Yeah.
Well, they might have just been stolen off the line, so they could be using a default password.
So Levi, when you push the crowd aside, one of the figures next to you kind of like makes a "Huh, what the," and looks over at you, and it kind of looks like this hunched over bat kind of creature, but he's kind of got this hunchback thing underneath his robes. He looks up at you and he squints and he's like, "I remember you.
Uh-oh. Hey.
You're Big Bad Levi. I know you."
You must have confused me with some other 11-foot fish creek.
No, he extends like a clawed hand in your direction and says,
Oh.
"No, I was on the ship with you. You saved our lives."
Oh, yeah, that was me. Your life totally belongs to me.
Y'all get the hell out of our...
But yeah, he extends his hand like in a handshake motion. He goes, "My name's Harpenter."
Well, Harpenter, can you, so what are these guys protesting? What's going on?
It's these damned locals.
Yep. You know, I've been far and wide in the galaxy, and I've visited several planets, and they all have one thing in common. Locals.
Are they like indigenous people, or
That's a good one.
Oh, no, so they're complaining that the big giant mining operation here doesn't pay them any money and makes them save their lives away?
No. No, it's the locals. You know, the people that originally owned the planet, but then sold it to
Right.
Averlini.
Right, and now they're complaining they got a raw deal.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Every so often, they apparently, as I hear, they do this sort of thing, and make themselves a nuisance to be remembered.
So they'll send some like strike breakers down here to break some heads, right?
No, jeez. Averlini set up the whole Hickston interest group to oversee this
Yeah.
entire project. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
their specific mandate was not only to do whatever Averlini told them to do. I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy. But they also specifically have to defend these people. So they're kind of, not able to crack heads, as it were.
I like that. They didn't read the fine print in the contract. Wait, you mean the locals can protest whenever they want? It says right here in the fine print. Who signed off on this?
It's literally the one thing that they made part of every contract. So,
Well, that's space capitalism for you. Where
I mean, I guess that's the trade-off for living poor, impoverished lives down there in the hole.
Well, these guys will eventually get bored and leave, right?
I don't know. They've been at it for a while. I don't think they got anything better to do. We all just been standing here watching them. They've been walking circles on the ground.
They couldn't have been here too long because when we walked up here, we didn't pass Joker at all, did we?
No.
Because Joker wasn't in the line. At least
Although, he did pass one weird-ass looking motherfucker. You still with us, Digi?
I'm here.
You want to describe your character that's floating around nearby?
Wild Digitali enters the fray.
Alright, well, my character is pretty much a giant crystallized brain-looking thing with tentacles coming out of its body.
Huh, not something you see every day. Now, see that? That's not local.
The crystals pretty much look like almost kind of like mercury crystals.
Yeah, that's freaky weird.
And poisonous.
Do not lick this alien.
Very, very much a
I
faux
wasn't
pas to
planning, but
licking
now I
the
am.
other alien.
Yeah, I know. Now that I mention it, you can't stop thinking about it. I know how your brain's.
Delicious candy.
And there is a long cylinder like tube coming down straight, hanging from the center of his body.
Oh, is that like a life support apparatus or just a tube?
Mouth.
Oh, it's his mouth. Yeah, it's one of them weirdo fringe aliens. Well, he seems harmless. Hey, you got any mechanical spares? I'll ask the weird space floating alien.
Mechanical spares?
That sounds like a no.
Do I look like I have anywhere to put mechanical spares?
I'm gonna pause a moment and rub my giant protruding fish chin and think, it seems to be some sort of weird psychic floating alien. I wonder if it could read minds. I'm gonna smile wide and wave at it while I think the thoughts, hey, weirdo alien, I hate your marshmallow guts. You're no good. Does it read my mind?
What are you doing?
And then it pulls out its
Just smiling and waving. It's a normal gesture. You seem nice. So what are you waiting for? You can fly. You could just fly over this entire line and just ignore all this garbage.
Just trying to figure out why they're standing there.
Well, I just asked them and then I found out they're basically protesting because there's nothing there to do.
Seems like a weird tactic.
You have a weird sort of metabolism. Are you carbon-based?
I think it might be silicon-based.
He's got weird mercury. Wait a minute. He flies. That means he's not a morphere. Because even though they can mimic people, they can't just pretend to fly. That's good to know.
He's standing on one leg. He's lying.
Basically.
Yeah, I just exhale like.
So you're just a
Fish people.
well, but you've got you look like you have unusual reach in time and space. What brings you to a dirtball planet like this?
Traveling. Trying to find my place.
Well-
Speaking of traveling, what's kind of our goal here? I suppose we're just trying to get off the planet at this
I need to make a phone call. I need to call my bosses. All right. Well, it looks like this line is held up, and if Floaty guy here could control minds, he could have dispersed this crowd already. So I say we go back and find that abandoned car and steal their stuff and go fix our robot.
Well, I'm thinking if the crowd was on the protester side, everyone would want to rush inside, wouldn't they? That's where they